So the purpose of the manual testing is ensuring 70% of the application quality management and quality assurance. Actually more than 70%, because you have to do the manual testing on everything. On anything and everything, you have to do the manual testing. Once your manual testing is complete, and now you can actually identify your automation testing. Automation testing actually comes after the manual testing. If the manual testing is not done properly, if the system is not working as expected when you are actually testing the manually, verifying manually, looking into the manually, verifying the picture, verifying the field, verifying the text, verifying the URL, verifying the form, all of these things are not working manually at this moment, you cannot continue next level. You have to create the bug, you have to address the bug, you have to identify the bug, you have to identify the severity of the bug, and this bug need to be addressed to the development team, developer, product owner. This need to be acknowledged by them, this need to be fixed by them, then you need to do the retesting them, and then finally you have to test again, and then you actually qualify the application, it is working or not. So these all things is called the quality assurance, is all actually part of the manual testing. So manual testing covers the major functionality. It will be positive, negative, sanity, smoke, regression. Regression comes always, we call the automation, but we just have the basic manual. Okay, in the manual testing, you do the user story, find out the bug, create bug. Once the bug is fixed, retest the functionality based on the bug. Thus you do. Before you start the manual testing, a proper process and procedure has to be followed, like understanding the user story. Prepare your test data. If you understand the user story, now you can use create the test data. Prepare test cases. Okay, this is your core job. In the test case has to be for the positive, negative testing, integration testing, system testing, and the regression testing. This all actually simply called the functional testing. There is a functional testing, there is a regression testing, but regression also come under the hood of functional. But whenever you see the regression, it is actually called the automation. Once your manual testing is done, and then actually as the application is growing, now you see how much the TS for you is adding the functionality. Day by day, we are adding the functionality on the Agile ALM, right? So application is not stopping. Every day is growing. As a quality individual, you cannot test all the Agile ALM existing functionality in your sprint. Plus, you cannot actually test the new tools we are adding on the Agile ALM. It is humanly impossible to get this done in 80 hours of the time that you can test all the Agile ALM existing functionality, plus you can test your new functionality. And you estimate in your estimation planning meeting only the new user story. Means you need to complete the testing. So as a quality personnel, how can I know that my existing functionality is working as expected? That's also my responsibility, that I need to ensure application is working as expected. At this time, it is regression testing. So that's the reason automation test engineer is super valuable in the team, because now you can write the automation, either API automation or the GUI automation, anything or everything, you need to write the automation so that you can test existing functionality as expected, while you are focusing on the manual testing on the new user story or the existing bug you are focusing during your sprint, and that's actually the main goal.